Welcome back to another episode of That Don't Sound Right, a podcast about talking. We're your co-hosts. I'm Peter Millen.
I'm Cecil Davis.
And we're just trying to have a conversation without Googling or fact-checking. Those things can so easily kill a conversation. And that didn't happen when we used to talk in the dorm or when we were on the porch with the family members or around the table. We just kind of chatted. Someone would read an article and say, hey, I read this article, and we would just talk about it.
Right. We almost killed the conversation 2 episodes ago because our sound was really bad. And I meant to apologize last week.
Thanks for bringing that up. Yes.
I apologize to all our listeners.
What happened?
Our artificial intelligence editor, which we pay for, was down.
Okay.
And so they have now repaired it, and it is now working again. So for those of you who had some bad sound.
Did they not plug something in? Is that
I
what this
don't know.
is? This is just an AI tool, right?
Right, yeah. And so for those of you who had bad sound 2 episodes ago, we apologize for that. We also have had some upgrades. We now are using a new lighting system.
Yes, we got a ring light.
Got a ring light, so we can do better video because all the kids have told us we need to be on the YouTubes.
That's right.
So here we are. We're on the YouTube.
Hopefully the sound we're still continuing to perfect the sound. We've got our plant microphone working for tonight, so we should be able to do it.
And we did get some letters about the sound quality sounding different since we started YouTube.
Yes.
And so we're still working out the kinks with a lot of that.
So thanks for being patient. But as I was saying, with the conversation killer or the way we would just talk, there's two ways we do our topics. Actually, there's more than 2.
Right.
But 2 of my favorite is when one guy surprises the other with a topic. That's my favorite.
You have a surprise topic today.
My second favorite is when the listener tells me something and I surprise Cecil with
Is this a listener topic?
And this is a listener topic.
Really?
It really is.
A local listener?
Local listener.
Oh.
Okay. And he IM'd me at work, and he sent me the article and he said, TDSR, that don't sound right.
Is this going to test my chemistry knowledge?
I said, it is not. It is not. But it is along with our theme of keeping the conversation going.
Okay, I'm ready.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When was the last time you used a payphone?
The last time I used a payphone.
Think back. When was the last time?
I think I could probably tell you.
Can you remember the last time you used a payphone?
All right. So for those of you, we have 5 or 6 listeners that are probably too young for this. 4 listeners, maybe. So payphones were mounted.
I think everyone knows what a payphone is.
At various places around the city.
Right.
But yeah, there's some kids now that have
maybe
been
not
born.
the phone, but there's a phone booth.
Yeah.
Superman goes into the phone booth.
Yeah.
Comes out. Clark Kent goes into the phone booth. Comes out.
So So it used to be the whole booth was an enclosure.
Right.
Because there was a scene in when Superman came back with the Christopher Reeve Supermans.
Yeah.
I remember he walks by the phone booth. It's only the half of the phone booth. It's just a little covering. And he looks at it to change, and then he walks by it.
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah, it's a little commentary on how things are changing. Yeah.
Right.
So these were public phones that were scattered around, and you would put money into.
You'd literally point coins in there.
Put coins in there.
It didn't take dollars. It was coins.
Yeah, coins, and then the operator would say you need to deposit more coins, and usually you used them. Where you could use it for. I do remember the last time I used one.
Tell me.
The last time I remember using one was in 1992.
Okay.
And we had walked, my grandfather had died, and my brother and I had walked downtown that night. He had somebody he wanted to call, and we were downtown, and there was a payphone downtown, and he used it to call somebody.
No way.
That's the last time I remember using a payphone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is what don't sound right. Payphones are making a comeback.
Really?
They are.
Why?
So the article is about an electrical engineer in Vermont. And he lives in a small.
That don't sound right.
Exactly. He lives in a small town in Vermont where there is spotty cell coverage. So this is another thing that don't sound right. When did the iPhone come out? 2008, 2007, early 2000s, early 2000s maybe. We still have issues with cell coverage in the United States.
Oh, absolutely.
So this electrical engineer figured out how to repurpose payphones to connect to the internet.
Okay.
And he provides a free service in his little town. So people have a payphone. And the payphone connects to the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So you can have Wi-Fi right over the wires.
Right.
but you might not necessarily have cell coverage, right? Because
Yeah.
we all have Wi-Fi often, even though you don't have cell coverage. So,
Yeah.
like you said, your cell coverage in the house might be spotty, but you have
Right.
Wi-Fi, so
Yeah.
you can actually make a Wi-Fi call if your phone's set up that way.
Yeah.
He's repurposed these payphones, and he's redone them, put the electronics in, connected it to a gateway,
Right.
and has created a free phone that you can pick up. It still has a cord, and you dial the phone. You dial your phone number, and you can call somebody. And why is this so helpful? A couple reasons. There's spotty coverage.
Right.
And so there's been occasions where people are lost.
Has that one been rewired?
This one has not been rewired. No, and it hasn't been rewired. But this is one that's been in the basement of my house. Right.
Man.
Oh, I have something even more fun. So he's created the touch tone phones. All right, that you can call somebody, but he's also repurposed a rotary phone.
Same thing. I've got you've got your toll saver number on here to dial long distance. Yeah, now
this is the red phone that the president uses to call in the emergencies. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so you can dial a number with it?
He's repurposed a rotary phone to dial number, and then now you can make a call.
And are they like scattered throughout the town?
There's like 3 of them around town.
Around town.
One of them is at the library.
But who uses them?
Random people, but one of the biggest uses of it is high school students and middle school students and elementary school students their schools are near the library.
Right.
The school system has banned cell phones in the school.
Okay.
So the kids can't have a cell phone on them. And so when they get out of school, they can go to the library and call their parents.
They just have to know how to dial a phone, though.
They have to know how to dial the phone. And interestingly enough, they got to know the phone number.
Right.
Do you know Ella's phone number?
Yes.
You do?
But the reason
Good
is...
for you, because I don't know Emily's.
Right.
And I know Charlotte's because I was just because of the whole phone fiasco. I do know one phone number. But
used to you had to memorize everybody's phone number.
Everyone's phone number.
So did you have a phone book that you carried with you, like a little personal phone book?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Like a day planner?
Yeah. Well, it's just a little phone book of numbers. They used to be called the little black book.
Had a little black book. Right. Yeah, I had a day planner that had everybody's phone number in it. So if I was traveling, I always had that day planner with me.
You knew how to call.
You knew how to go. Okay.
So it's fun though on these payphones though. Yeah. He's got a little. It's called Rantel because he lives in the town of Randolph.
Okay.
And so he's created a little company. And you can dial 0, and it actually calls him on his cell phone.
Really?
And he'll be your directory. Can you look up this phone number, and he'll look it up for you?
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And then the other thing
Does he make anything for this, or is this all just altruistic?
Altruistic. It's out of the kindness of his heart.
Huh.
He also feels that not everyone can have a cell phone.
Right.
And especially in his town, not everyone can have a cell phone with coverage.
Right.
But he also put helpful phone numbers. So I don't know if you remember, there are some phone numbers on a payphone.
Well, you've also got
what do I got here? What do I got here?
You've got the toll saver number.
That's right. There we go.
Better Veritech Telecom.
And then I've got the service service date here. You can call service here. But so he's got 10 different phone numbers on there.
It's like poison control.
So why don't you tell me what numbers you think he has on the public payphone?
Fire and police.
Let's see here.
Emergency numbers, hospital.
So he's got fire department, non-emergency. Police,
control.
Non-emergency. He doesn't have poison control.
Really doesn't have poison control?
No, he doesn't have poison control.
City Hall.
He's got the Vermont governor's office on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's some of the ones that so he's got a suicide prevention number. Very smart.
Yeah.
The Veterans Affairs Office.
Oh, good.
He's got that on there. Yeah. The Department of Children and Families.
Okay.
Substance Use Help and Prevention. And this is the one you will never get.
What's this?
The game warden.
That might be important in this town. Well,
maybe so. Yeah.
Man, this is very nostalgic. You've got your 919 area code because if you remember, this was the equivalent of setting the time on your microwave.
Show it.
So there was a little plastic window in here. You would stick basically a ballpoint pen in this little hole right here, and then you would write your phone number.
Yeah.
That, or type it.
Right.
If you're really a fancy
Oh yeah, yeah.
household,
You get
you would type it and have it in there. So you had your phone number on your phone.
yeah.
Just for full disclosure, I know Ella's cell phone number because it was her old home phone number.
Okay. Okay.
And I haven't memorized.
All right.
But I have started memorizing numbers again.
Have you?
Yeah, because of our podcast.
Yeah.
Because we talked about the Mesh-tastic network and everything.
Well, this gets into that episode 195.
Mhm.
We talked about the
Mesh-tastic.
off the grid encrypted wireless network.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But now that was just text. You're only
Yeah.
clicking the zombies are coming, take cover.
Right.
But I mean, I can see that every town could benefit from a small set of payphones scattered around the town.
Right.
Set them at the library, set them at schools.
Yeah.
And so you have to pay for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
If you have the Wi-Fi, you probably have to pay for that.
Mm.
But yeah, this is an electrical engineer who taught himself and figured out how to repurpose the phone.
Right.
Took the guts out.
Right.
Put the new guts in, connecting the internet wire to it. At the library, the library is hooked to a generator that'll last 6 hours.
That's a good idea.
So if the electricity goes out and you lose cell coverage, maybe you still have internet coverage,
Right.
and you can still make phone calls because the generator is going. You can call for help.
That's good.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. I wonder if we could set up like a network around here where you could call each other on the internet with one of these old phones.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
So, Cecil, why don't you show them how long this particular phone?
Well,
this is the long distance version.
Yeah.
It had a very long cable to it.
Well, it's funny you should say that because this was the standard cord on a phone.
Right.
But when you were in high school, you wanted this was an upgrade.
This was the upgrade, right?
Yeah,
Look
you
how
would get
long
the
this thing
when
is.
these cords came out, this was like the iPhone coming out.
Well, this thing also is coming. This one's mounted to the door, and then you can go out the door.
Yeah.
Close it or have some privacy on the
So
carport.
you were talking to your girlfriend.
That's right.
Outside on the outside.
That's right.
And then if anybody else in the house wanted to talk, you had to get off of this device.
Right, because they could get on this line.
Right.
And if you're real quiet.
You can listen.
Yeah. So for those of you listend to the podcast, you're not seeing a couple things.
Right.
The first thing we're showing is a push button old phone with the coiled,
the long cord,
the long coiled cord. And then the other thing I have here is we have the rotary phone, and maybe you can hear the rotary do its thing.
Yeah. These.
And the way you would do this, you would actually go 3,
6.
Oh, I don't even know my phone number. Yeah,
Yeah,
6. Yeah, and it would ring.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
But I will say I missed the headset.
The handset, yeah.
Yeah, the handset.
Yeah.
Like you could really.
Cecil has it put. He's
I've
putting
got the headset up to my. For those who are listening, I've got it next to me. But then if you had a fancy one, you had the shoulder rest that was like glued to the back of the phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was for people who were typing and talking
typing
on the phone
Yep.
at the same time. But I mean, this is still the standard symbol for the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, even all the buttons that you have on your car,
Right.
this is the symbol for the phone.
Right, it's the handset.
At some point, it's going to end. Cecil.
Yeah, people won't know what that is.
But if we start creating this network of free payphones or repurposed payphones,
right,
then it comes back. The other fun little fact about the old console phones is they purposely put this little indentation behind it so you could hold the phone, right?
Right.
You could hold the phone.
And carry it around.
Carry it around. Yeah.
So, I mean, all the spy movies in the 80s is you would twist this off.
Yes.
And the listening device
you
was
twist
always...
off you twist off the cap of the headset.
And the listening device was
That's
in
where
there.
they put the bug.
That's where they put the
That's
bug.
right. That's
so
right.
James Bond, if you go back, watches, he always screws that off.
But then gets smart, uses the shoe as the listening, as the handset.
Yeah, as the headset. Wow, we've got a lot of work ahead of us between setting up a Mesh-tastic network and setting up a internet phone network.
Well, I think the internet phone network might be a little bit easier.
I really kind of miss these kind of phones.
Why is that?
Just nostalgic.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because that's why I grew up with. And again, you never knew if you were calling somebody's house, you never knew who you were going to get.
Right.
So again, if you were dating somebody and their dad picked up, that was always the worst.
Yeah.
Because that was not what you wanted to have happen. And then only one person at a time got to use it.
Right. And also, if someone was calling you,
Mhm.
you didn't know who was calling.
Right.
Right.
And-
That's the other piece of the
Yeah.
puzzle. It's like, ooh,
And then telemarketers started calling. And then
Yes,
everybody would
that's
get
right.
upset about those calls at dinner time or telemarketers were calling. Yeah, because you didn't know who was calling.
you didn't know. But I love the idea of repurposing the
Yeah.
payphones
Yeah.
and having them available and
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it'd be a great idea.
On the other hand, the fact that they're bringing them back, that don't sound right.
I think it'll almost be fun to have like a party line again where you could just pick up one of these phones that you're talking about and just see who's on the line
That's
and just
right.
talk
That's right.
and just talk to whoever you want to talk to.
Hey,
Yeah.
people are wanting connection,
Connection.
right?
Yeah.
And then let's see who's talking.
Yeah. So you
Hey,
just put these up around the city,
Yeah.
connect them to the internet, and then you can just walk around the city and pick up the phone and just join one
Yeah,
of the
instead of
conversation.
dialing anyone, everybody's
Everybody's just on there.
it's just already on
Yeah,
there.
and just say, hey,
It's already on there.
I'm just joining the conversation. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, I feel like there might be some pitfalls. On
There
that
would be
one.
pitfalls. If you want to know what kind of pitfalls there would be, have you seen the portal in New York that connects with Ireland?
Oh yes, I've heard of this.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They put it up to kind of
Connect.
foster communication,
Right,
and then
no.
people started using it for all
Yeah,
kinds of
that's
terrible things. Yeah.
That's right.
Same thing with that.
Right.
At least initially.
Stanford and MIT have the same thing.
What's that?
That
A
portal.
portal?
They got
Right.
they have a portal.
They have to have rules around it now.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on all the time.
Yeah. No, that was a great out of the bag episode.
Yeah.
All right, it don't sound right, but you've come to the end of this episode of That Don't Sound Right.
Hey, well, if you enjoyed this episode and this was your first time listening or watching, please hitting that subscribe button. If you're a longtime viewer or listener, leave us a rating, leave us a review. Contact us on our email. That is tdsrpodcast@gmail.com.
Call us on the phone.
Connect with us on our Instagram at TDSR Podcast.
All right, That Don't Sound Right is a production of that TSR podcast in conjunction with Campbell City Studios. I'm your co-host Cecil, and your sound engineer. Peter is your other host, and you're your sound engineer. What am I?
No, you're the
I'm
sound
the sound
engineer. I'm the
You're
video,
the web designer.
I'm the and
the
video engineer.
Video engineer. Camille does our coffee for us on occasion. Olivia took care of the drinks tonight for us. Emily does our graphic design. Ella does our Instagram. Giorgio tests our merchandise. And you should go check out our merchandise. We actually have a pretty nice selection of it now. Brent is our international brand ambassador. And as always, listener number one is Scott. So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.